All right, what's going on, my people, man? Welcome to ZTV here, and I want to just do a reaction video to this Ronnie Bo and all the stuff he's been coming out with R. Kelly. Now, I'm gonna say this before I continue, and I'm gonna say this to anybody watching it under the sound of my voice. When stuff like this comes up, do your own homework, do your own research. Everybody has access to Google. We live in a day and age where there's no excuses why people can't look stuff up for their own. There's no reason why people should be misled. It says that my people perish for lack of knowledge. You all have access to the internet. You need to start looking up public files. See, the problem with this generation, especially Generation Z, is that they're lazy. Nobody wants to go and Google nothing. Nobody wants to look up actual information. Nobody wants to look up court dates. You want to look up no dates, no interviews, nothing. You want somebody like this man here to tell you something, you want to believe it as facts instead of fact checking him. I fact checks people to see if you tell them the truth or not. Now, I had an argument with one of my homies. I'm not gonna mention his name. That told me about Ronnie Bo, and he was telling me all this negative stuff about Jay-Z. He brings up Surviving R.Kelly. But last time I checked about R.Kelly going to jail and going to trial, R.Kelly's trial had nothing to do with Surviving R.Kelly. His cases had nothing to do with those women that was on Surviving R.Kelly. R.Kelly had a case behind child pedophilia. Because apparently this man got more sex tapes with him recording himself with little girls. Yes, R.Kelly's still messing around with girls that are in between 14 and 17 years old in 2021, 2022. And this was all happened last year when he got in trial. His trial was last year. So R.Kelly is in trial now. He's guilty on all 6 counts. I'm gonna show y'all the document. I'm gonna show you the article. I'm gonna show you the actual receipts to that. I'm gonna get right to that. The reason why R.Kelly's in jail now has nothing to do with what happened with Surviving R.Kelly. And the fact that R.Kelly even told Ronnie Bo in prison that R.Kelly was funding that's just alleged. R.Kelly don't know if that was true or not. He has no proof of that even happening. So I'm gonna say is what Ronnie Bo told you is what R.Kelly told you. Ronnie Bo himself was not there. The man was in jail already. Remember, he is R.Kelly's prison mate. That's it. Ronnie Bo was not there at all. Ronnie Bo definitely wasn't there in 2003, 2004 when R.Kelly and Jay-Z was going on tour for the Best of Both Worlds, the album they put out. He wasn't there for that. That man can only refute back what R.Kelly told him. But Ronnie Bo does not mention the fact that Jay-Z is countersuing R.Kelly. Let's take a look at that. Now, this article I'm reading, you can read it for yourself, and this is from MTV. So this is MTV, okay? So this is all like this is a certified website. It says Jay-Z countersues R. Kelly over what he calls their nightmarish odyssey. Jay-Z argues in his suit that he was forced to kick Kelly off tour. Yeah, Ronnie Bo only tells you about R. Kelly suing him, but he don't tell you that Jay-Z countersued him. Because remember, y'all, there's 2 sides to a coin. There's 2 sides to every story. So I'm still trying to figure out why didn't Ronnie Bo mention Jay-Z's countersuing? Unless, again, Ronnie Bo is using R. Kelly to be one-sided because he knows people are still trying to defend him. He knows people want R. Kelly free. So y'all got to take that into consideration. But now let's continue. Jay-Z first gave it to R. Kelly on wax, and now he's giving it to him in court. After dissing Kelly for his lawsuit against him on the Drop It Like It's Hot remix, the rapper has now filed a countersuit against the R&B singer in Manhattan Supreme Court. Kelly filed his $75 million action in November against Jay-Z, his business associates, and the tour's promoter when he got kicked off the Best of Both Worlds tour. And they even tell you to reference it where you can see that article at. R. Kelly sues Jay-Z for $75 million, claims sabotage. The duo's last show together saw Kelly walking off the stage at New York's Madison Square Garden after telling the audience he thought he saw someone waving a gun at him. And I'm going to get to that later on in this video. He was later pepper sprayed backstage by one of Jay-Z's associates. So it wasn't Jay-Z. Jay-Z didn't pepper spray him. But Jay-Z argues in his suit filed January 24th that the tour promoter was forced to kick Kelly off the trek, which Jay-Z calls a nightmarish odyssey fueled by R. Kelly's financial woes, insecurities, and unsafe and unpredictable behavior. Remember, he says unpredictable behavior, which included showing up late and unprepared and leaving shows early in tours. Now, I am a manager myself. I managed a few shows in my day, man. Back when me and my brothers was under my Uncle Steve's label called Uppercut Records. Number one rule in any of these tours, you can't show up late. You show up late, you get fined. And you can't be leaving early when you want to neither. You have to finish your sets. Everybody has a set time limit of how long they supposed to do their shows and how long you supposed to be on rotation. You can't be leaving early because it's not respect to the other artists that also have to perform with you. And you all seen that on the New Edition movie. You have to be professional. You sign contract, you got to honor the time. You can't show up late, you can't show up early. We've even saw that on Wu-Tang Clan American Story. They showed you what the RZA's brother was going through. Okay, so we gotta see, you gotta see it for what it is. Jay-Z is professional at the end of the day. R.Kelly is professional. He knows what to do. So again, you can't just talk bad about Jay-Z and not get on R. Kelly. Jay had previously said in a statement at the time of the tour's cancellation that Kelly had scrapped 3 performances with less than 24-hour notice and delayed multiple shows by hours. In Chicago and Baltimore, R. Kelly was not ready. In Cincinnati, Milwaukee, and Hartford, Connecticut, R. Kelly was not willing. In St. Louis and in New York, R. Kelly was not able. So again, some of this stuff Jay-Z ain't lying. All right, he's not lying about. Now, you can continue to read a lot of this for yourself. But yeah, that's what that was about. So just as R. Kelly is suing Jay-Z, Jay-Z has a right to countersue and defend his side of the story. Now, I'm going to read to you what R. Kelly is actually in jail for. What he's guilty on 6 counts of. And this is not false. This is not made up. Ronnie Bo can't blame white folks. You can't blame the government for what R. Kelly is doing in his personal life. Okay? This is why you got to have some type of accountability. The problem with black people, especially my people, is that every time we go to jail, it's never our fault. We want to blame somebody else for somebody else's problems. Again, you can't blame white folks for R. Kelly recording himself with underage children. R. Kelly made sex tapes with him. For one, he's peeing on that 13-year-old. The second sex tape was him with an orange shirt and blue jeans. I saw that when I was in high school. I'm not going to lie. I stuck it to my parents' room under my dad's bed and saw that videotape because I was curious. My stepfather had that sex tape and I saw it. Now, I didn't understand what I was looking at. I just knew that was R. Kelly. I know the girl was underage because I was a child back then. I didn't understand what I was looking at. And don't act like y'all didn't see no porn on yourself before you judge me. At one point in time, we all done seen some pornography. Some way or form. Nobody's perfect. But I digress. But now, let me get back on track here, right? So again, last year when he was trial and went to them court dates and he was found guilty, this is what he was found guilty of. And I'm finna read. Now the date is Wednesday, September 14th, 2022. So this was last year. This was just last year. This wasn't long ago neither. This was like 9 months ago. Matter of fact, this was not that long ago. This was last year. Yeah, so Chicago. A federal jury in Chicago today convicted recording artist Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, on child pornography and exploitation charges. Let me read that again. The jury in Chicago today convicted recording artist R. Kelly on child pornography and exploitation charges. Evidence. Again, evidence. That means this is DNA evidence, y'all. At the 4-week trial in United States District Court in Chicago revealed that Kelly enticed multiple girls to engage in sexual activity and recorded some of the abuse. Recorded some of the abuse on videotape. Kelly met the victims in the late 1990s and engaged in sex acts with them while they were under the age of 18. Now, remember, this goes back to Aaliyah. Yes, Ronnie Bo can say all that things about R. Kelly, right? And that was his homegirl, but wasn't R. Kelly on Aaliyah's album cover? When age ain't nothing but a number, you see R. Kelly, grown man, right? Now, R. Kelly was in his early mid-20s, 24, 25 years old, with a 15-year-old on her album cover. Now, everybody knows about Da Brat. Now, if you too young, you don't know who Da Brat is. Da Brat is another artist in the 90s that were performing around the same time Aaliyah was. Now, Da Brat, I tell you that when she was managed by Jermaine Dupri, before I continue on, she was never taken advantage of. She never had to do anything sexual. She never had to get down on her knees for her career at all. And if you look at Funkdafied, which is the Brat's very first album cover, which I actually owned, by the way. My stepfather had it. I used to listen to it. You don't see Jermaine Dupri on the Brat's album cover or on Funkdafied. Funkdafied is just her on that album cover by himself. Jermaine Dupri is nowhere on there. And you don't see Jermaine Dupri on most of Lil Bow Wow stuff neither. So that tells you right then and there what Kelly was doing. So for R. Kelly to say, for Ronnie Bo to say that thing was just to try to put all the blame on R. Kelly's manager doing that, no. You don't throw R. Kelly's manager under the bus. R. Kelly really married that woman. And even Carcita Fly supposedly reported on his video. R. Kelly was really fooling around with Aaliyah. Okay, that really happened. Aaliyah even had a wedding ring on her finger. People who saw the interviews back in the day, Aaliyah used to talk about it. So that wasn't really that was no controversy. That really did happen. He was messing around with that woman. And again, y'all see the evidence here, but let's continue. Kelly, 55 years old, of Chicago, was convicted of 3 counts of producing child pornography and 3 counts of enticing a minor to engage in sexual activity. Each count of producing child pornography carries a mandatory minimum sentence of 10 years in federal prison and a maximum of 20 years. The maximum sentence of each count of enticement of a minor is 10 years. In all, Kelly faces a sentence of 10 to 90 years in prison. Again, this man is messing with children. This is a serious sentence. That's serious. And please don't bring up Harvey Weinstein. Don't bring up none of these white folks. They ain't around. We talk about what a black man is doing. Because what R. Kelly is doing this here, it brings shame to our people, y'all. So no matter how much Ronnie Bo wants to cap for R. Kelly, make R. Kelly look like a good man and say, no, that man is in jail right now behind child pornography. Okay? I already told you. That man got at least 3 sex tapes. The one with the little girl, right? That he went to court in 2003 while he was going on tour with Jay-Z. That was part of the reason why R. Kelly couldn't show up to those to the concert tour for Best of Both Worlds, because he was in the court. And Ronnie Bo did tell you that Dame Dash was against Jay-Z having anything to do with R. Kelly, because he knew about that stuff already. He tried to tell Jay-Z. Jay-Z didn't listen. Now my homie didn't tell me that at all. I saw that my homie didn't tell me that Ronnie Bo said that Dame Dash tried to warn Jay-Z about getting involved with R. Kelly. See, y'all, if y'all gonna tell somebody something, tell them the whole thing in details. That's why you gotta look stuff up for yourself. You can't just take people's word for it. U.S. District Judge Harry D. Lindweber did not immediately set a sentencing date. The conviction was announced by John R. Lausch Jr., United States Attorney for the Northern District of Illinois, R. Sean Fitzgerald, Acting Special Agent in charge of Homeland Security Investigation Chicago, and Justin Campbell, Special Agent in charge of IRS Criminal Investigation Division in Chicago. Substantial assistance was provided by the Cook County State's Attorney Office and the Chicago Police Department. Assistant U.S. Attorney Janice W. Epting, Elizabeth R. Pozzolo, Jason A. Julian, and Brian F. Williamson represented the government. So no, man, they got evidence. They raided that man's house. They went into that man's house and saw that. Right? Ain't nobody playing with him. The jury acquitted Kelly on 7 other counts, including one count of child pornography, 1 count of conspiracy to obstruct justice, 1 count of conspiracy to receive child pornography, 2 counts of receiving child pornography, 2 counts of enticing a minor to engage in criminal sexual activity. The jury also acquitted 2 co-defendants who were former employees of Kelly's music business. Darrell McDavid, 61, of Chicago, acquitted of 1 count of conspiracy to obstruct justice, 1 count of conspiracy to receive child pornography, 2 counts of receiving child pornography. Milton Brown, also known as June Brown, 56, of Chicago, acquitted of 1 count of conspiracy to receive child pornography. The guilty verdicts finally hold Robert Kelly accountable for the sexual abuse of a 14-year-old girl, and they helped right the wrongs that occurred in a prior persecution in Cook County, said U.S. Attorney Lausch. The damage Mr. Kelly inflicted on his victims is immeasurable. Immeasurable. I want to thank the victims for their strength, perseverance, and courage in coming forward to testify at trial. With regard to the not guilty verdicts, we respect the jury's decision. While certain aspects of the charges and the trial made it difficult to obtain convictions for all of the charged conduct, it is clear the justice has been served by the guilty verdicts returned today. Now, at some point in time, a lot of women, even in Survivor R.Kelly, some of the women ain't gonna be online about that. These parents have came out and said it, man, what R.Kelly was doing, manipulating their children. So Ronnie Bo got to take some type of responsibility and hold R.Kelly accountable for some of his own actions. Now, now he talks about R.Kelly, Jay-Z producing Surviving R.Kelly. Now, this is the actual cast and the crew. You can see it for yourself. Now, this man, Tory, was actually on Vlad TV and said his side of the story about asking R.Kelly about those underage children, right? And I'm going to get to that in just a second. But look at that, right? Nowhere do you see Jay-Z's name on it at all. None of it. Now, look, Bree Miranda Bryant is executive producer. Laura Holpep, look at all these producers, right? Laura, Andrea, and B. Mark. There's the writer. And Jay-Z really funded it. How come none of these people on here said Jay-Z was funding it? None of them. None of these VAD TV interviews was mentioning Jay-Z's name like that at all. None of them. Even Lord Jamar was holding Jay-Z fully accountable for his actions. Boosie wasn't bringing up Jay-Z's name. Kelly Price wasn't. Look at Jive Records knew what R. Kelly was doing and they helped him. Again, Jay-Z's not a part of Jive Records. Look at that, man. Was nobody bringing up Jay-Z having anything to do with producing Surviving R.Kelly? Jay-Z wasn't a part of that. Okay? Even this Godfrey interview, right? Go look at that, man. Even Godfrey even said on the interview that it's been reported R. Kelly likes hanging out at McDonald's, talking to girls that are young enough to be his daughter. He likes doing that. That man would spend 5 or 6 hours at McDonald's, hanging out all day, all night. He said this. Now I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this real quick. Now this is a public announcement. Now this is the very first group that R. Kelly started his career with. Was public announcement way back in 93, 92. Before he started fooling around with Aaliyah, right, and started trying to manage Aaliyah and work with her and marry her. This is who he was touring with. Now these two are gonna break down what happened with Jay-Z being pepper sprayed, and this is why I'm calling Ronnie Bo BS. What R. Kelly told Ronnie Bo was BS. Because remember, y'all, it's two sides to every story. I want you to see this, right? I'm gonna play this, and I want you to pay attention. Without any further ado, let's begin.
New York. Madison Square Garden, I'm almost positive that's where it was. And I was in my green room, and we were waiting to go on. Now, mind you, I want to say other dates before that, it was the same thing every night. There'd be like maybe a 10-minute video, and, you know, Jay-Z was always backstage, on point, standing there while the video was rolling. I'd come up. He actually said hello to me. He'd shake my hand and say, "How you doing?" "I'm okay. How are you?" Then video would start. And then at some point, they'd come out on stage together, and I was a hype man for the show on Rob's behalf. We got to New York. And again, I come to work. I do my job. I leave. I didn't realize the controversy and the turmoil that was happening behind the scenes. So this night in particular, I'm in my dressing room, and I'm waiting for the show to start. I'm going to come out, go up on stage, backstage, shake his hand, say hello, done deal. I heard that Rob was so late, and it's like the times got worse. You know, if it was 5 minutes late, then it went from 5 minutes to 20 minutes, and then to a half hour, and then to an hour. Whereas Jay-Z was sitting there ready, waiting. And, you know, rightfully so. Yeah, you should be pissed that, you know, your counterpart that you built this thing with is not there. Well, that night, somebody had enough of the lateness, of all the rest of the stuff that was happening. And the show had already started. They did some things, and there's an exit where you go off stage, go change clothes, and come back on. Well, at that point, I wasn't needed for another 30 minutes. So I went back to my dressing room, and there were well-known New York artists in the dressing room where I was just chilling. So I'm sitting in the room, chilling, waiting for my time to come back on. I'm looking at my watch, and, somebody's going to come and cue me. Hey, Rick, go back out. And all of a sudden, you hear screaming. And it was brought to my attention that Rob had been injured. So they rushed him out. Then they rushed me out to the tour bus, and we headed out. Now, he's in his dressing room. He's in the back room. I'm in the front of the tour bus, and we're just going. We're racing down the highway trying to get away. Only to find out that he had been pepper sprayed or something like that, so that he couldn't go back on stage to finish doing whatever he was doing.
Okay. Well, I had heard, based on these articles, was that the reason why R. Kelly left the stage was he claimed that there was people in the audience with guns pointing at him or something like that.
I don't know anything about that.
You don't know
I didn't see any of that. And honestly, New York is pretty strict about firearms and things like that, and their policies on getting in with them is pretty nice. So,
And that's facts. Because remember, Lil Wayne went to jail behind a gun on his tour bus. And the people in Lil Wayne's camp, when that documentary came out, back I think it was 2012, when he was in jail, they said R. Kelly don't tune no guns. R. Kelly was they say Lil Wayne was set up. So Lil Wayne went to jail behind a gun charge. Okay? Guns are not allowed, period. You can't even bring them over there in New York. They have a strict gun policy in these public places. Let's listen to that one more time.
firearms and things like that, and their policies on getting in with them is pretty nice. So that part, I don't believe. I will honestly say I do not believe that there were people that were guns pointing or waving them or anything like that. Because even backstage, you had to go through security, and I mean like metal detectors and all the rest of that. So no, I can't say that that's true.
So again, man, Ronnie Bo was lying to y'all. It's cap. Ronnie Bo should have figured that out his own, man. See, this I told you how unintelligent Ronnie Bo is. Ronnie Bo does not mention that in New York you're not allowed to bring guns. Okay, they have a strict gun law. So him like R. Kelly getting a gun waved at him, man, that's false. Again, man, R. Kelly's trying to make himself look good, look like the innocent man one. But again, he's trying to take away from what he's really going to jail for, and that's this. And y'all can see the website, right? United States Attorney's Office. So this is public information. This is public documentation. This is what he's really in jail for. What R. Kelly is really in jail for to this day is because of this. It ain't got nothing to do with Surviving R.Kelly, which, by the way, Jay-Z had nothing to do with. Dame Dash didn't even bring Jay-Z's name up in that documentary. Jay-Z didn't have nothing to do with founding that. Dream, who is Jay-Z's writer, has her own money. Okay, that's something she did. Jay-Z wouldn't have nothing to do with that. But Jay-Z already countersued R. Kelly anyway. But again, Ronnie Bo don't mention the fact that Jay-Z countersued R. Kelly. See, again, there's two sides to every damn story. Remember, Ronnie Bo is just R. Kelly's cellmate. That's it. But so who is Ronnie Bo to say this last stuff is actually even true? Again, people love to use Jay-Z's name for cap and attention. They never once do research on their own to prove Jay-Z's innocent and give Jay-Z the benefit of the doubt. So me, I'm too smart for that. I was raised better than that. I'm going to do my own research and come up with my own conclusion. Whether y'all think it's factual or not, now you see the evidence. You see documentation. This don't change the fact that Robert Kelly is a known child pervert. He's a predator. Okay? This is why he's actually in jail now. They ain't got... Yeah, back in 2019, 2020, yeah. He was in jail then, but even then, that man still had court dates coming up. Even now, right, and this is an update, R. Kelly has another trial coming up behind child pedophilia. No, when R. Kelly was in jail in 2019, 2020, again, he was dealing with underage girls. Okay, again, man, that's why he was in jail now. Because, again, they were investigating. That was an ongoing investigation. That's why this man is constantly back and forth to court, because he keeps doing the same thing over and over again. Now, on my TikTok, which is Preacher Z, or Z the Preacher, on my TikTok, you could look on there and scroll the video where I show his brother Kerry. And Kerry said they still surviving R. Kelly. And his brother Kerry even said that R. Kelly tried to say it was me in that videotape and not him. And because that happened, His brother had to suffer because of that. No, R. Kelly is a very low down person. Off camera, he's very manipulative. Okay? When he wants to get his way, he's very manipulative, very controlling. Again, Ronnie Bo don't know R. Kelly outside the prison cell. He don't know R. Kelly. Oh, he was never around him. So he can't really tell you everything. Now the child pedophilia stuff, oh no. Well, Ronnie Bo ain't gonna tell you that because again, R. Kelly has another trial coming up in Minnesota. Yeah. R. Kelly's been fooling around. This man has a lot of dirt that's coming out. See, what's done in dark gonna come to the light. God don't like ugly at all. And for people to still be trying to free R. Kelly, these people have no idea. These are people who are lost. They don't do research at all. They want to believe because this man sings so well, because R. Kelly is such a good singer, and he puts out so many hits, they want to keep believing it's a conspiracy theory. Oh, they lying on this black man. It's a conspiracy against the black man. No, black people do evil too. The devil uses anybody, any race, any color. So to sit there and just say it was Jay-Z, but not bring up R. Kelly, nah. Wrong. And rules goes, man. In show business, when you on tours, you got to show up on time, and you can't be leaving early. You have a job to do. You're paid to perform. You have contractual agreements. So people need to stop saying it's the devil. No, you didn't give your soul to the devil. You signed that contract. Now you got to fulfill your obligations. They ain't got nothing to do with the devil. Cut religion out of it. Y'all didn't get out that religious spirit in the name of Jesus, because it's wrong, man. It's lying. It's nothing but false. The people that's talking about these artists giving their soul to the devil, these people don't work in the industry. They ain't never signed contracts. They know what it's like to have to try to make deadlines. They know what it's like trying to release music and work on music. They know how hard that is. They know what it's like being on tour. They don't know how long it takes to do a music video. To do one music video could take all day. Over 12 hours. To be in an album, people are there for like 72 hours. 1 to 2 days straight with no rest. And this is real talk, I'm telling you, man. I ain't making no stuff up. I wasn't raised like that. No, these are actual facts. R. Kelly is in jail now, in serving time right now. I speak behind child pedophilia like he was when Ronnie Bo. When he's locked up with Ronnie Bo, he was on trial again. That's why he's in jail, because he had to go to all these trials. They were holding him. Okay? That man got a lot of time. And even Corey Holcomb need to be careful, man. That man is unintelligent. So everything Corey Holcomb tell you is complete BS. R. Kelly's not in jail right now behind those women from Surviving R.Kelly. He's in jail behind child pedophilia. But that's it. I broke this down. Y'all can look at this for yourself. Yeah, don't just take my word for it, because Ronnie Bo didn't tell you that Jay-Z countersued him too, right? Just as R. Kelly sued him, Jay-Z also countersued him, and this has been already refuted back in like 2005, 2004. This was years ago. Why bringing it up now? Don't make an ounce of sense. So this man here is not that intelligent at all. He's one-sided opinion. Again, you trying to make Jay-Z look all even on this? No, hell no, man. All that stuff he telling you about the industry, no, you don't got to be a part of it. If you don't like what the industry is going in, don't listen to it no more. Don't watch TV like that no more. That's all you got to do. R. Kelly deserves to be in jail right now. Taking advantage of people's daughters that they got to raise. And their daughters got to live with that guilt. They got to live with that pain. Y'all don't know what it's like. Because most of y'all ain't never been molested. See, I'm going to tell you right now, this is how crazy the devil is. The reason why some of these people are defending R. Kelly, but you got some men out there who also be fooling around with underage girls. You got grown men that's in their 20s or 30s driving around by these high schools hitting on these children. Hitting on these 14, 15-year-olds. These sophomores and juniors in high school. I mean, you got a lot of men out there, especially in the hood, that's that damn sick. You got these women that allow their stepfathers around their little girls, right? They allow they fathers around these children, and these fathers is lusting after the woman they marry's daughters, and it's thinking about having sex with them. It's just like it's no different than when Brother Polite got on trial behind the 14-year-old he was fooling around in Miami. Y'all, people forgot. Brother Polite is also on trial now, fighting court cases behind an underage girl. They said he had DNA evidence of a little girl giving him head in a hotel room. And this is the daughter of the woman he's actually dating. You know, that's sick. And I covered that on my other channel. Oh yeah, I got the article with I got Brother Polite too. A child pedophile. Child pedophilia is real, y'all. Okay? No matter how innocent this man will look, this man is a devil. He's a demon. Real demon. R. Kelly needs serious help. Ronnie Bo don't tell you that neither, because he's not. And Ronnie Bo, you gotta understand, R. Kelly is trying to use his money to try to pay Ronnie Bo to make him look good. That's what this is all about. And he's mentioning Jay-Z because, again, it's gonna get him views, it's gonna get him attention, it's gonna get him publicity. They want you to not know that R. Kelly is a pedophile. That's what this is really about. This is to blind you from what's going on behind the scenes. Ronnie Bo don't want you to know this man is a real pervert. That R. Kelly ain't attracted to. He don't got a preference for women his own age. He don't got a preference for the cougars, right? He ain't dealing with the 26, 27s. He ain't dealing with the 32, 33-year-olds. No, he wants something fresh and young. He wants something he wants something the fruit is not even yet ripe. He want fresh fruit. He want fresh meat. That man want that virgin pussy. Excuse my language, but I gotta be honest. I gotta be real. R. Kelly wants that fresh punani. He wants something ain't never been broken into before. That's what R. Kelly like. R. Kelly likes to bust that hymen. Again, it shows you that he has a sickness. This man needs serious help. Y'all need to be praying for R. Kelly. That's what I've done recently. I've prayed for R. Kelly. R. Kelly needs help, y'all. Saying free R. Kelly. Y'all want this man back out of jail. You want this man back on the street so he can prey upon somebody else's little girl. Because what R. Kelly will do next, he'll go out of country and try to go into other countries where this is legal. You want this man to go out of jail so he can be at church thinking about who he going to go after next. And again, man, I hate to say it, but this is true, man. There's people like this inside your churches too. Oh yeah, the devil is everywhere. You want this man out of jail so he can go back to more McDonald's and look upon other potential victims he can go after. You want this man to go out of jail so he can go on tour and go to sending his manager, sending his people, right, that work for him to go recruit other 16, right, 15, 14-year-olds to come back to his hotel room. That's what you want him to do. Because he keeps doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Right? No, Ronnie Bo is using, and plus Ronnie Bo is also using this for cap and views, of course. He's using this to get his name out there. I understand it. The hustle. But R. Kelly's actually trying to pay this man. R. Kelly's got people hired to pay this man. Like he's paying Corey Hogan. Again, y'all got to understand the game right now. R. Kelly wants you to not focus on him being a child pervert. He's trying to defend himself, right? He wants you to focus on Jay-Z while not looking at what he's actually guilty for. So again, yo, I wasn't born yesterday. I'm in my 30s. This man, R. Kelly, been doing this for years. He's had multiple court dates behind these children, right? So we need to protect our children. This is why right now in the month of June 2023, there's a problem with the LGBTQ because people don't like the fact that the LGBTQ got politicians who represent them that's trying to use the Justice of the Supreme Court to force transgenderism on these children. We got to protect these kids. And R. Kelly is a perfect example. Because even in these schools, you got some people that got the mindset of R. Kelly. They want to be in the bathroom with your children. Okay, this is what's going on now. That's why these drag queens, this transgenderism is also a problem. It's a real issue. Pedophilia is at an all-time high, and we got to do what we got to do for the integrity of our people. We got to protect our families. Ain't no easy way to say that. And I mean all this with all due respect. Again, I'm just letting Ronnie Bo know I don't got no problem with Ronnie Bo personally. But I'm here to let y'all know that we just can't take his side. We can't take Ronnie Bo's word for it and not look at actual facts. There's two sides to every story. Jay-Z has the right to defend himself when he feels he's done wrong. That's our freedom. That's our right. Yeah, y'all always complain about the court system taking advantage of black people. But in R. Kelly's case, oh no, you guilty, dog. Because again, R. Kelly has a known videos. There's known tapes of him on camera with these children. And when it comes to that tour, again, you can't just say that R. Kelly, Jay-Z's in the wrong one again. R. Kelly ain't showing up to his dates. He ain't showing up on time. R. Kelly's not honoring the time slot. R. Kelly's not fulfilling his contractual agreement. And Jay-Z has also put a lot of money into that tour, man. But again, Ronnie Bo did say that Jay-Z didn't listen to Dame Dash when Dame Dash tried to warn him not to get involved with R. Kelly. He knew about the rumors. But again, Ronnie Bo even said it. Jay-Z and R. Kelly was trying to get money. Now, this is when R. Kelly was really putting out good music. I give R. Kelly that. He's very talented, but again, the man got a sickness. But anyways, y'all, that's the video. I'm not going to spend another minute on this. You already know what it is. I did my part. Now it's up to you to determine what you think.